Going into the match at Bournemouth, Liverpool carried a statistic that usually silences doubts. They were unbeaten in 13 games, the longest run of any team across Europe's top 5 leagues. Hardly the profile of a side in trouble. And yet, as Amine Adli wheeled away in pure disbelief after scoring a 95th-minute winner, the uncomfortable truth finally caught up with Liverpool. The problems that had been hidden behind that unbeaten run were suddenly impossible to ignore. The reigning champions are now winless in 5 Premier League matches. 4 draws. 1 defeat. And apart from Arsenal, those games came against Leeds, Burnley, Fulham, and now Bournemouth. This is no longer a Liverpool side that strikes fear. The aura is gone. The confidence that powered last season's title run has faded. What remains is a team that looks uncertain defensively and painfully predictable going forward. Alan Shearer put it simply on Match of the Day. From Bournemouth's perspective, Liverpool looked beatable. Miles away from the team we saw last season. Bournemouth certainly played like they believed it. This is a side ravaged by injuries. A team that's lost Antoine Semenyo to Manchester City. A team that arrived with just 1 win in 14 matches, and still managed to expose Liverpool again and again. Virgil van Dijk's mistake for Evanilson's opener was entirely avoidable, even if Arne Slot pointed to the swirling wind. But excuses only go so far. More baffling was what happened before Bournemouth's second goal. Joe Gomez was injured. Liverpool were down to 10 men. Slot and his assistant were shouting for the ball to be put out so Wataru Endo could come on. Instead, Liverpool kept playing. They lost possession. They conceded. And from that moment, the game tilted. Slot later admitted it summed up their season. Every goal conceded coming from something strange, something unnecessary, something self-inflicted. Yes, fatigue played its part. Liverpool had been excellent away in Marseille just days earlier, but this was a very different test. Bournemouth chased the game relentlessly, even after surrendering a 2-goal lead. By the hour mark, Liverpool's defense was in pieces. Gomez injured. Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong taken off to protect their fitness. The back line looked patched together, fragile, unsure. Slot spoke of tired legs. Of fixture congestion. Of being the only Champions League team forced to play again with just 2 days rest. And there's truth in that. But there were still senior players on the pitch. Still experience on the bench. Endo. Robertson. Curtis Jones. Hugo Ekitike. This wasn't about youth or inexperience. Bournemouth could have won it earlier. When the goal finally came in stoppage time, the celebrations were wild, but the result itself wasn't shocking to anyone who's watched Liverpool closely this season. This was the 3rd time they've conceded a 90th-minute winner in the league. The 5th time they've dropped points in stoppage time. And remarkably, the 5th goal they've conceded from a throw-in, more than any other team. If Arsenal beat Manchester United, Liverpool will sit closer to the relegation zone than the top of the table. For the defending champions, that's a brutal statistic. Shearer called it what it is, the title defense has been over for a while. Now it's about damage control, chasing a top 4, maybe top 5 finish, a huge drop from last season's standards. This squad still has the quality to compete again. But right now, Liverpool don't have an identity. And perhaps most telling of all, they are no longer feared.